Hello, my name is Joe, and welcome to another edition of Joe's Super Fantabulous PC Gaming Channel, where I'm here in the World of Warcraft Classic. And it's time for a little bit more questing, with a little help from Zygor, to see about leveling my characters as quickly as possible. So our next group, after my mage turns in this quest here, will be to head off and accept the conscript of the Horde, which is being given there at Razor Hill. So supposedly this is an optimized questing path that Zygor has developed that is supposed to help with leveling faster. We'll see. We'll see just how helpful it is. Whoops, here, let's there we go. Whoops, and my mage is still coming out, so here, let's give her a moment. Just wanted to unlock that. Oh, I was wondering why she wasn't linking up with me. I have to turn my multi-box software back on. Alright, check. Check. Alright, there we go. Now they're a team. We had taken a little break, and so I didn't have that on there. Okay, I'm getting ready to head over to Razor Hill.
I'm on my way to Ogremar.
Oh, out in the Barrens, huh?
Yeah, I was getting my butt kicked.
Oh, what by?
Uh, the Kolkor, the Kolkar Centaurs.
Well, maybe questing will go a little easier as a group. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and pull out our demon.
Do you remember how I said the other day that drops seemed to be going pretty good at the earlier stage? Well, it's not now as you get into the 20.
Well, imagine multiplying that by 2.
It appears that they scale the drops by level.
Well, they want to hook you, get you interested, and then by the time they've got your interest, then they go down. At least that's the way it always seemed to me. Okay, as we're going along, there were some other quests that I picked up that I'm not going to worry about. Yeah, this one seemed to be taking forever. This one's kind of annoying too. Oh, that requires us to go into Pyrewood. I'll hold on to those just in case I have a hankering to return, but I probably
What's
won't.
after the succubus, the Doomguard, isn't it?
No, the Doomguard is much later. No, after the succubus, it's the what is that thing called? Fell Hunter, I believe. No, the Doomguard, I believe you have to get that from a quest in the Blasted Lands. it's kind of fun because if I remember correctly, you had to summon it using an altar, and multiple people had to touch the altar, and one of them was randomly sacrificed. And so I used to have fun in Battlegrounds. I would throw the altar down, and people just see things and they want to click them. And so they would click my little altar, and then one of them would die right at the start. And they're like, hey! You know, and meanwhile, I got to go into battle with a Doomguard. I was like, well, thanks for the sacrifice. See you later. So if you see someone and they're like, hey, you want to click my altar? Say no.
Well, from what I read, you can take out mobs of 4 to 5 NPCs with a well-trained Doom.
Yeah, I plan to have a lot of fun with it. Since I have another character, I can always sacrifice her. Oh, that's right. I probably can't share this. No, it's not shareable. This quest can't be shared, unfortunately. Oh, but I see that you're almost here. Let me show you where I picked it up. Right here at the western gate, there's a guy giving the quest. I put a diamond over his head for you. Okay, let's see, where are we headed? Oh, right up here. So there's a guard post just on the other side from Duratar, and so it looks like that's where it's taking us. My guess is that this probably opens up a nice little quest chain. To be honest, I don't remember. It's been too many years, but Zygor knows. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that this will actually end up being a really good way to level these characters. Let's see. The good thing is I do have plenty of soul shards for my Warlock. And he's got some mana, drinks, and food. So I've got my little pocket mage there, and we're ready to go. Nope, I guess not. He didn't respond. Yeah, most people are not going to be interested in joining us. They're all like, I want to be a raider, I want to be a PvP god, I want to be this or that, and I'm like, you know what, I just play when I get off work. Oh, the Milky Way, huh? Well, that's a fun name for your Tauren. Okay, so onward to the crossroads. Oh, were you able to get the quest?
Yeah.
Oh, well, in that case... Whoops, I lost my mage. That's the thing, when I'm typing, it activates the movement keys, and so I have to sit there and watch to make sure that the mage doesn't get lost.
There was a book.
Yes, The Hunt for Red October was a book by Tom Clancy, and that got made into a movie.
God, he has his hand in everything.
He wrote a lot of books. Okay, I just had to stop and pick my mage up on the multi-box program. When I'm typing to someone, it hits the movement keys and causes the follow to break. Now let's see if anybody gets that. That is a reference to the Twilight Zone. There was a episode that starred Burgess Meredith. There was a little guy, and he just wanted to be able to read, and people just wouldn't leave him alone. Okay. Sorry, the follow keeps getting broken by the chat. Great, my mage is running straight towards a bunch of lions. Where is she? Come on.
Glory to the Horde.
Ah, okay, and so she gave me, let's see, the Forgotten Pools. Or, well, I should accept the Forgotten Pools, it says. I remember this. This is a chain to run around and find out why all the pools have such interesting life around them.
What brings you here?
If you're just joining us on Twitch, hello, my name is Joe, and welcome to another edition of Joe's Super Fantabulous PC Gaming Channel, where we were just having fun
I don't think I
chatting
picked
about
that one
Star
up.
Wars. Oh, you didn't? Let's see. The one that I just picked up was... It's called the Forgotten Pools.
Sub-Sub. Loktar.
And then this guy has a couple of good quests. Oh, is it way up there? Let's see if I'm wrong.
Blood and thunder.
Nope, this is the place. And then there's another quest giver all the way at the top of the tower. let's see.
Speak quickly.
Didn't even notice that one up there.
What is it?
Then the apothecary here has a couple. Okay, we'll go ahead and we'll put that over here so it's easier to see.
What do you need?
No, I don't have it.
For the horde.
Okay, so one of the quests we picked up to deliver a crate to Ratchet, that's already done, so that's pretty easy.
Four of these quests are gray.
Oh, bummer. They're calibrated for level 15s like me. If you want to skip them. I'm just going through here because it's the one that my guide recommends as a quick way to level by doing these quests.
Beware, Baron's chat was on fire today.
Ah, it's like the good old days. Well, the good old days are here again. There used to be, I remember someone was selling t-shirts that said, "I survived Baron's chat." Was that when you had to share?
Yeah.
Good, I was planning on picking that one up. Because that way we're doing 2 for 1 as we hit the raptors. Well, that is if you want to do great quests.
Yeah, I can do them anyway. Give me something to do.
Ah, they're worth money. Okay, so Ratchet is right here. Oh, look at that, he actually dropped an upgrade. I actually got upgraded caster boots out from him. Yeah, I'm just picking up the flight point here, making this drop off, and
Where does that ship go? I forgot.
Booty Bay.
Time is money, friend. Keep it real.
Now, I did the Miner's Fortune back in the beta, and it was a pain. It was an absolute pain. Okay, all set to go depopulate the Barrens.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to 20 and getting my own succubus. Of course, that'll mean going back to Silver Pine Forest to get the pure heart and, you know, all that other good stuff.
That run to the wetlands sucked.
Oh, really? Did you have a bad time?
I was never been so nervous making a run through that zone with everything being 40.
Ah, you got to keep a low profile.
And then I forgot I had my hearse set for the crossroads, so I had to hearse back to the crossroads and retake the Zeppelin back over to Silver Pine because I forgot to set it back before I left.
So let's see, I'm looking for raptor heads and plain strider beaks. Unfortunately, I know the drop rates are going to be kind of low on these guys. Hey, it's an ornery plain strider. These things had a good old time killing me in the beta. Well, the tables have turned. Oops, didn't mean to pull that guy. They're so easy to kill. We should have pulled them all.
I upgraded from a greater magic wand to a dire wand, and this thing is doing so much damage.
Oh, that's good. What level is that? Is it 21?
I'm out of range.
Required level's 21. It does 24 to 45 shadow damage. It does 20.3 damage per second.
That sounds like a very good wand.
I'm gonna have to go on fall over a second.
Okay. Since he's on follow, I'm going to see if I can't get all of these things to die close by so that when he's able to make it back, in case any of them dropped something for him, like a beak or a raptor head, he won't have to go far to look for them.
I need to get closer. I can't. Too far away.
Okay, let's see. Some of the centaur. Oh, but there's some more plane striders, so you can pick them up. Oh, great, you're back. You might want to check around the kills and see if anything dropped for you. Most of the corpses should be back here. finally he gets a plane strider beak. Sometimes I worry that the game forgets about me when I'm trying to get something that has a low drop rate. I'm like, are you remembering to drop for me, game? Come on. Oh, lots of leather. Yeah, the one thing about leather working is that if you're skinning stuff, there will be plenty of leather all over the place for that profession. Everybody's busy killing everything in sight, and you can just skin constantly as you go around the world.
I'm gonna pass on everything. That way you can get the upgrades.
Oh, well, those are leather pants. All I'm going to do is disenchant them for enchantments. Yeah, make materials and whatnot. I have to admit, I'm a little surprised that Zygor had me do this quest, considering the fact that it has such low drop rates. These are the types of quests, at least in Silver Pine, that I was skipping.
I love when they don't drop anything.
Well, sometimes they do. They're just dropping quest items for a specific character. If you're watching and you're wondering, why is he always refreshing his demon armor? Or, well, demon skin. It's because my multi-box program sends the #1 key press to my other console. And #1 tells my mage to target my warlock and follow him, as well as to cast arcane
Couple things
intellect.
to skin over here.
Oh, is there? Here, let's see. Oh, I see what you mean. Simba, no! Oh, I see a few more corpses. Someone's over here killing all the lions.
You ran past one too.
Oh, did I? Well, I was seeing this big group here, and I thought, oh, I gotta get him, gotta get him. I'll be back that way in just a second.
Oh, somebody come along and did it.
Oh, well. I'm getting plenty. I'm not too worried about it. And I just got another one over here. Skinners are like the cleanup crew for the Barons.
Oh, there's one over there.
Oh, I see. Oh, Furion Jack says, "Hi Joe, thank you for making that hockey tutorial. I almost decided on a paid service." Well, I'm really glad to save you some money, because yeah, I've been there, and I was like, come on, there's got to be something better.
I
And
did something yesterday.
oh, what's that?
I went back to what is the starting area for the Undercity
That would be Death Knell.
Death Knell, and I sought out some low-level characters, and I picked out 3 characters and gave them full sets of linen bags.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, I went to Death Knell and I tried to duel everyone. Come at me, level 1 bro. Well, that's nice. I'm sure they appreciate that.
She had a female character, so I'd assume it was a girl.
Well, girl, it could be an acronym, you know, guy in real life. I would assume every character you see in the game is male, unless you have concrete proof otherwise.
She asked me what she wanted for it, what she owed me for it, and I said nothing. And she told me I was a lifesaver. That made me feel really good to pay it forward for once.
Oh, that sounds like a very nice gesture. I appreciate the bags you sent me, so thank you very much. Oh, you got a plane straighter while I was busy, huh?
Can you use ruined leather scraps for anything?
Yes, they are a crafting item that can be made into light leather.
I always just threw them away. I didn't think you could use them for anything.
No, they're components of light leather. Just like cloth is components of bolts of linen cloth. Well, if it's linen. Alright, let me turn the multi-box back on. It's just W, A, S, and D are movement keys, and so it makes it hard to type. So I like to toggle things on and off. See what I mean? Notice how there's corpses everywhere. So it's not a bad thing to be a skinner out here. Barrens is a great place to level up skinning and leatherworking. Let's see, she's already 118 for her skinning. Ah, so many beautiful corpses for as far as the eye can see. I can't resist. I'm making sure to grab hides and skins wherever I can find them. So I'll be able to level my skinning and leatherworking very fast. Or at least that's the idea. I didn't expect to find quite so many this evening, but then again, this is streamed and recorded on a Friday night, so a lot of people have had a long week at work. Maybe we don't have a lot of money to go out and party. World of Warcraft is very cheap entertainment by comparison. And I had some friends of mine that asked me, they said, Joe, how are you dual boxing all the time? You know, isn't that expensive? I was like, well, it's cheaper than some of the other things I used to do. So I just kind of made a deal with myself that I would give up certain things that were expensive and didn't have much return on terms of investment in dollar per entertainment hour, and so I feel a lot better about playing WoW. That's how I justify it to myself, at least. Oh, nice short sword. Oh, wait a minute. Good grief. So where did the sword go? I would have looted it, but the corpse is gone, and I hope it went to the mail, because my bags are full. My bags are always full. Speaking of macro tutorials, I'm actually... Oh, wait a minute. No, the corpse is still here. It's still here. Or is this a different corpse? I guess it must be a different one. Speaking of macros, I was thinking of making a dedicated macro page where it'll be... Because someone asked me on YouTube, they said, Joe, is there a page where I can see all of your macros that you write in all these videos? And I was like, wow, I really should have one of those. I was actually planning on doing it.
Lots of corpses for you to skin there.
Great. Well, not only that, but some of them are dropping the quest items that I'm looking for. Well, not this guy. This sickly gazelle is not really worth much. But plain striders and raptors, that's what we're looking for.
I can't carry anymore.
Ah, there it is. And
Oh, our mount at 40 is free. The mount at 60 is a quest.
yeah, it's an epic quest. In fact, I have a video from back in the day that actually demonstrates the mount quest. Wait till you see it. Basically, the only way to get the epic mount as a warlock is if you have a guild group that goes in with you. That's the only way. Because it requires a full party working together in order to get the mount for the warlock. So it's not something that you can solo, and a pug group is not going to cooperate to do the quest with you. They won't have any patience, and they won't be interested in spending the time on it. Well, hello out there in Twitch chat. I see OLG with a little heart for me. That makes me feel special. Well, at least I assume it's for me. If not, it's probably for some cat. Oh, she loves me. Okay, let's see.
Too far away.
Okay, well his
I'm at
bags are
6
full.
of 7 on the beaks.
Let's see, I'm at 5 of 7 and 4 of 7 on the beaks. Now I have to watch as he's killing these things. Sometimes they may be dropping quest items for me since we're in a party. So I don't want to miss out on any of them. He's a little higher than I am, so he's one or two shotting these things pretty quickly before I can even get to them.
I don't have a target.
I want to contribute a little DPS, but these things just aren't surviving long enough. You could use that if you don't already have an offhand.
Isn't my wand an offhand?
Oh, that's a good question. No, actually, I don't believe it is.
Inventory is full.
I'm still having to get back in the mode of thinking of wands after having been corrupted by retail WoW for so many years. I was looking, and on my old channel, I have macro tutorials and all kinds of stuff from classic WoW, or I should say vanilla. Um, I'm going to make a playlist and put them on my current YouTube channel. Now, back then, I was a little bit more shy, and I didn't speak in any of the videos, so they're just music with text on the screen. I might make modern equivalents of all of those eventually, but so that people can see the information now, I'll probably put up a playlist with all of those old tutorial videos. Because what's old is new again. It all applies.
I was trying to find your old channel the other day.
Well, it's very easy. My old channel is called Captain Ramius, all one word. And you'll see this Warlock, or at least the vanilla version of this Warlock, on the very first video. But that's what I'll do after this stream, is I'll make a quick little playlist of vanilla tutorials that are applicable again. Oh, wait a minute, that's a centaur. I can't skin centaurs. LOVE to you, OLG. You know, OLG and I were talking about Twitch earlier, and
I'm killing everything and you're doing cleanup duty.
basically, yeah. And so one of the things that we kind of, I don't know, maybe I'm coming to the conclusion that the most successful Twitch channels are more like a lounge where you go out and hang out with friends and stuff like that. So I guess I'll have to make some more friends to make my channel more popular. That's the only thing that stops me from being a Twitch partner, is just having enough people that are interested. However, I know it can be a bit of a downer because right now, OLG was pointing out to me, I was like, wow, why can't my channel re-encode the stream to various different things? Well, transcoding services are only available to partners, which at first I was a little bent out of shape about, but then when I thought about it, it makes sense. They have limited computing capacity. They want to ensure that it only goes to channels that actually have an audience. So I got to work on that. That's on me. Now, at some point, my bags are going to be so full, I'll have to go into town for a little bit. That's a very sad-looking gazelle. I remember I was a hunter and a leather worker, and this herd came running by and I shot all of them, but they were so realistic looking to me that I felt guilty for shooting them. going to have any problems with making leather products out of all of these guys, although this is my Skinner, or well, I should say one of my Skinners. She is not my leather worker. So she'll package up all the leather that she's extracting and mail it to the actual leather worker. Wow, I'm finally getting raptor heads. It's like taking forever. A lot of centaur here. Okay, according to my my overlay, it looks like we are getting out of the zone for all the spawns that are relevant to our quests. So it'll be back here towards the east. Let's see, at least for the beaks, I'm now 6 on one tune and 5 on the other out of 7. I'm trying to get to these as quickly as possible. Well, at least there's 7 of 7 on the beaks, at least for one character. Now if I get lucky, I'll be able to get them for another. Oh, I didn't realize one of the quests we picked up was Chin's Empty Keg. I know exactly where that is. I came across it just the other day.
I can't attack that target.
Wow, my mage is getting all the raptor heads. Okay, good. Alright, both of them have 7 of 7 on the Planestrider beaks. Do you have all of yours?
Yeah.
Okay, so for this point onward, it's just the raptors. Definitely running out of space here. What can I stack up here? Oh, go away. Oh, wait a minute, there's a few of these things. I wonder where he's going. Zygor is telling me that if we head over in this direction, we'll be able to find the empty keg. Oh, let's see, and I guess we have also a quest for the Razormane Hunters and Thorn Weavers, so we can get a couple of those guys along the way. They'll be hanging around this keg here. Somehow I lost my demon. Not sure where he got lost, but I lost my imp somewhere. So, time to pull out a Voidwalker.
What do you want from me?
Okay, where is that keg? It's right over here somewhere.
There goes your Voidwalker.
Oh, where did he go? Oh, good. Well, that was one we needed. Oh, there's the keg. Does everybody get credit for that? Or do we all have to pick it up? No. Okay, unfortunately the keg is an individual spawn and we have to wait for it to respawn. Each one of us has to get it. Which means I... Okay, good. I have room for it.
I don't have a target.
Go ahead, you can grab the next spawn. It'll take me a second to clean my bags up here.
Was I killing too much stuff?
Well, I was having trouble looting all of the critters and then making it to you before the next one was dead.
I can't kill.
Okay, so let's disenchant a few things, if we can.
Let's have some fun.
Good grief, how long does it take for this keg to respawn?
Never felt so good.
Well, I wasn't expecting this to take a long time to respawn. I always see the thing sitting here, but I picked it up and then... Wow, what a long timer. Okay, you are already on that quest, which is... what is the name of the quest? I forgot. Oh, Shin's empty
Let's
keg.
get this party started.
That's funny. I don't see it on there. Oh, and I can't share it. I don't know if this thing wants to come back. Too poor for the water seekers. They're not actually... Oh, well, no, actually, I take that back. I guess they are on the list. Die. I was thinking that they weren't, but I wasn't paying attention. Come on. Shoot. There we go. I wonder if this is one of those ones where you have to walk away and in order to force it to respawn. I'm just moving away from the spawn point. I've seen some of these things where if you're standing there when they're picked up, they won't respawn if you're standing next to it, and they force you to walk out of spawn range before you can get it again. I don't know if that's the case here. It's been a while, I don't remember. Well, I still have a couple of Thorn Weavers to kill that I can dispatch while I'm waiting. And there's a Thorn Weaver now. Die.
Finally.
Ah, I see. It's finally back. Which means it'll be a while for my Warlock to get it. My Mage picked it up, but gotta wait. Oh, Runlet and Robe. Well, I need that. Alright, let's learn how to make a new robe. Now that I don't need them, they're going to be all over the place. Yeah, I'll give the keg a few minutes. That way both my tunes will have it. Now, looking at the time, this is probably a good spot to end this video here. So, join us next time here on Joe Super Fantabulous PC Gaming Channel, where we'll have more fun in WoW Classic as we wait around for Chen's empty keg to, well, show up again. See you next time.